Whispers of the Damned, the haunting secrets of Villa Obscurum. Chapter 1. The Nightmare Begins. I am a young writer in search of inspiration, drawn to the promise of a gripping story. I make my way to a remote town called Ravenwood, where an old abandoned house known as the Villa of Terror is said to be shrouded in a dark aura of mystery. I embark on the exploration of the villa, sensing a tension in the air that sends shivers down my spine. Every step I take seems to awaken sinister presences, and the atmosphere grows increasingly oppressive. The walls seem to pulsate with an invisible malevolence. The main hall opens up before me like a gaping mouth. The shadow enveloping the room seems to come alive, and the sound of faint footsteps echoes in the air. I turn abruptly, but no one is there. My mind begins to play cruel tricks on me as eerie laughter reverberates in my ears. Determined to uncover the truth, I venture into the dark rooms of the villa. Every corner seems to hide a secret. Every shadow moves with a sinister intention. I think I hear heavy breathing and catch glimpses of indistinct figures darting furtively through the corridors. Time seems to warp its very nature within the Villa of Terror. The clock is like a frantic heart, its incessant ticking reminding me that time is passing, but without meaning. The darkness grows thicker, and my thoughts blur the line between reality and nightmare. As I delve deeper into the heart of the villa, an invisible presence becomes more tangible. I feel the icy breath on my neck, the touch of its unseen fingers grazing my skin. Terror seeps into my bones, but my curiosity cannot be suppressed. Chapter 2. The Haunting Truth. The Villa of Terror whispers secrets, murmuring the dark truth hidden behind its walls. Shadows dance, enveloping my mind in a waltz of terror and anguish. I find myself in a labyrinth of secrets and lies, where each step brings me closer to a chilling revelation. Exploring the dusty library, ancient books stare at me with faded, tattered eyes. The yellowed and fragile pages tell stories of sacrifices, of blood spilled for obscure rituals. The secrets buried within these pages awaken ghosts from the past, and my heart beats fiercely in my chest. I stumble upon a diary, its contents leading me to suspect the presence of an ancient curse that has plagued the villa for centuries. The diary speaks of a family consumed by darkness and their descent into madness. They sought forbidden knowledge and dabbled in unspeakable rituals, unknowingly sealing their own fates. The diary hints at a ritual that could break the curse, but it requires unraveling the mysteries hidden within the villa's darkest corners. Determined to free the tortured souls trapped within these walls, I brace myself for the horrors that lie ahead. The Villa of Terror becomes a twisted maze of nightmares and apparitions. As I confront the malevolent forces lurking within, my grip on reality starts to slip. The line between friend and foe blurs, and I question my own sanity. As I inch closer to the truth, the villa fights back with increasing intensity. Malevolent spirits torment me, taunting my every move. But I refuse to surrender to the darkness. With each step forward, I feel the weight of the curse pressing down on me, threatening to consume my soul. Chapter 3. The Dark Past. Imprisoned within the confines of a cold, damp cellar, the protagonist reflects on the curse that engulfs the Villa of Terror. The ancient book they discovered spoke of a sinister past, of unholy rituals and human sacrifices that consumed the ill-fated family who once resided within these walls. Could this be the cause of the malevolent presence that continues to haunt this place? As they struggle to free themselves from the confining cage, faint echoes fill the air, resonating through the damp, musty cellar walls. Muffled cries of pain and sinister laughter seem to emerge from another dimension, casting an eerie atmosphere that sends chills down the protagonist's spine. Returning to the diary found in the villa's main hall, the fading ink on its fragile pages reveals a grim tale of a family driven to madness and despair. Their thirst for power and desire to master the unknown led them down the dark path of the occult. The final pages of the diary recount a climactic ritual, an invocation meant to grant them immortality. But something went horribly wrong, and their fate was sealed within these very walls, condemned to roam as tormented spirits. As the protagonist reads these haunting words, a presence draws near. Another blurred figure materializes before them, illuminated only by the dim light of their torch. Empty, lifeless eyes meet their gaze, conveying an immense torment and a thirst for vengeance. In a moment of pure terror, the figure dissolves into nothingness, leaving the protagonist alone with the weight of darkness that envelops the Villa of Terror. They realize that to break the curse, they must find a way to bring to light the sins of the past and grant peace to the restless souls still trapped within. Chapter 4. Escape from the Curse. Determined to put an end to the curse that plagues the Villa of Terror, the protagonist sets out to find a way to defeat the malevolence that permeates these walls. Each step they take is accompanied by a sense of oppression, with spectral beings watching their every move. Venturing deeper into the villa, following the traces left by the tormented souls that inhabit it, they find themselves facing doors that open and close on their own, passages that violently slam shut. But they refuse to let fear paralyze them. Guided by a faint whisper, they are led to a small hidden chapel in the remote part of the villa. Candles ignite by themselves, casting flickering shadows on the walls. Their voice trembles as they utter the words of an ancient liberation spell they discovered in the diary. As the magical words leave their lips, a blinding light fills the chapel. A loud roar reverberates, and the villa begins to tremble violently. Walls crumble around them, furniture shatters, and the air becomes filled with dust and debris. They escape the collapsing villa, both shaken and relieved. Glancing back, they see nothing but a heap of ruins and silence. Their experience within the Villa of Terror has left an indelible mark, but they have found the inspiration they sought. Their tale will serve as a warning to those who dare venture into cursed places like this, in hopes of avoiding the fate that befell the ill-fated family and briefly consumed their own existence.